Welcome to the Narrowboat that James built. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for joining me. Well, last time was the shower install, and I'm carrying on with that today. I've got some tile adhesive for the shower tray, but before I do that, I need to get the ceiling panel in, and before I do that, I need to get the electric conduit and the cables in, and before I do that, I need to trim down this batten. So there's a whole load of things to do before I can do the thing I need to do, but that's just the way these things roll, I guess. I'm really not looking forward to taking this batten back a bit. The reason it's got to be this one, and only this one, is because for some reason it's sitting proud too much, and when the timber went on, when my test piece of ceiling went on, it bowed here, so I need to take it back. I don't have to do all of it, I need to do the bathroom section, so that's quite handy. But it's above your head with a quite heavy electric plane, so I'm not really looking forward to doing it. I'll have to wear a gas mask or something like that, 'cause it just creates a hell of a lot of dust. It's all going to go over the new shower and everything like that, but it's just the way it is. So I've got to crack on with that. We've got a boat moot being delivered as well today, so I'll show you a bit of that craneage. That's always fun to see. But yeah, it's really about cracking on with the bathroom. Trim this batten back throughout the whole of the boat. Just this one, it's protruding too much. So when the ceiling panel goes on, it's going to kind of bow a bit here. So I don't want that. So I'm going to trim that down. But obviously this is really to do with the bathroom. So I'm really just going to do this area here, get the conduit in. So get the cables in as well, and then I can put the ceiling panel in. So that's going to be the plan for that, and then I can carry on with the shower install. So this is why I'm not particularly looking forward to this job, because I've got to hold this big electric plane above my head and plane down this edge here. I'm not particularly looking forward to this. I'm not going to even do it. I can't see anything either. Okay. There's quite a few crap jobs on a narrowboat. This is certainly one of them. An 8x4 sheet. Getting it into the narrowboat is no easy thing. And then manoeuvring it through and then somehow cutting it is a pain. And at some stage I'm going to have 8 of them to do. But today I've just got 2 on. And I think I might be able to get away with just one of them. So we'll have a look. So now I've shaved this batten down, and as you can see, I've put the conduit in here, just enough so I can get it. I haven't gone all the way down to the stern yet. It's only going down to kind of towards the dinette, but it's enough to get the cable into the bathroom. And now I need to branch it off, so I'm having one light there, so it's in the middle of the shower, one light there, so it's kind of in the middle of the wash hand basin and the toilet, and then one light there, so it's kind of in the middle of the bathroom but in the walkway area. So, and the switch is there, so I need to bring the cable down here, down to the switch, down to the switch, back up, and then to this light, and then that light. Well, this seems like a good time to talk to you about my choice for the ceiling panels. So on narrowboats, you tend to have, well, you can do your ceilings in two different ways, but essentially a board comes in 8x4, and ideally you'd run it this way and just use 4 or 5 sheets, but it doesn't work like that because the roof's too wide. Maybe they're right at the bow, it might not be, but in the main part it's about 1.5, depending on what boat you've got and how it's been insulated and what battens you've got on it. So basically one of these boards is not sufficient in its length. So what some people do is you cut it down the middle and put one half there and another half there, and this trough in the middle, which obviously doesn't have any timber on it, would take the lighting panels or the cabling or something like that. It tends to be sitting proud, so you'd only really do that if you had enough headroom in the boat. Otherwise, in the middle of the boat would be a long channel with all your wires in it and stuff sticking down and getting in the way. So it tends to be, yeah, where you've got the height. The other thing you can do is cut it down, or put the strip down the middle, and then on both edges have another panel running down, which again means dropping it down a level, which you can do. It means you've got quite a few visible joints or screws or something, and you can probably get around that, but it's a bit of a hassle. So the way I'm going for it, which many narrowboats do, is to cut the panels. You do get a bit of wastage, but obviously there'll be plenty of usage for that somewhere else on the boat. But so you cut the panels so it just one panel runs from one side to t'other, and then in the middle where you've got the seam, obviously you'd have a seam whatever way you did it, but if you did it there, then you basically put a bit of trim or something over the seam. But that's the way I'm doing it. I did it a while ago. I cut this template, which this is 9mm ply, and I'm using 6mm ply. So I'm hoping it's not going to distort it too much. Anyway, this is the right length that is required. It bends in the right way, and it kind of clips into the sides in the right way. So that is my template to work from. So I'm going to cut this large sheet here to something slightly more manageable and then offer it up. But unfortunately the bathroom is going to require 2 sheets anyway, just because it's slightly wider. Just one of those minor irritations. Well, I've cut the board out, and obviously I haven't put the holes in yet for the lights. I haven't even put the cables in yet either. So but I'm just wanting to make sure that it fits for size. But it's really changed the feel of this place. I mean, it's made it a lot darker, obviously. Not only because the insulation is light in colour, but it's also kind of reflective, whereas this is obviously very matte. But yeah, it's obviously it's not in properly, but the lines are right. So it's still got a bit of a way to go, but as I said, I'll do that once I've put in the cables into here and cut the holes out. Well, I've come across a stumbling block in my work. The cable which I need to run, I do need a connector, which I don't have. So I'm not going to be able to do that. So I've just put one on order. So when that comes, I can crack on with that, which is a bit irritating. But I'm happy with how it's gone so far in terms of the ceiling worked all right. Again, I was a bit worried about the cut because it's quite thin. It's actually 5.5mm ply. So, but I used a really small blade on the jigsaw, so I got through that quite easily. The edge is quite nice. You can get quite a straight cut on that. So it's gone in quite easily. There's a real kind of art to getting it in. The first time nearly cut my head off as it kind of flipped up. But once you kind of work out, you kind of get underneath it and then hoik it up. I've got my trusted poles, which will come in handy when I kind of fix it into the roof, into the roof battens, and they can just make sure it's in place. But I need to cut the holes out for the mushroom vents and for the lights. You can do that either before or after, to be honest. It makes no real difference. There's no specific place that these two lights have got to be, but the one in the corridor needs to be in the same line as the ones which will be in the galley and the ones in the dinette and the ones in the, because when you look through you want them all to be in the same line. As I said, it doesn't matter about the bathroom ones. So I need to double check I've got the right hole saw as well. Otherwise, if not, I think Paul's got one which I'll borrow. So I'll have to crack on with that tomorrow. So I did promise you some footage of a boat being delivered today. So this one's not a narrowboat. This is a GRP. So a little river cruiser. Nice boat though, nonetheless. So hope you're all very well. Hope you enjoy the footage. Take care. Until next time. Bye bye.